fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready? Black 22. Black 27.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Alert flare. Watch twitch. Watch him go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tighten up. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Sheds another. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Lindsay. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Winston on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Easy.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We own it. Let's go. 40 seconds to mark, boys. 40 seconds. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Slayton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
218, chopper.
He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Easy.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? Back, put it back, behind. Defense wins championship, baby.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Switch it. Come on. Connect. Switch.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Michaels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going with Lindsey, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
We go. 10-2 stop. Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, Charlie, 6'6", pull it high. Hey, Sam off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
You draw corkers. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 34. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic.
Down to lose one.
Get it.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Be ready. Be ready.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Deuce.
Check safety.
Easy. Hey, leave. I got this.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Jet bombers. Two jet bombers. Go.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Let him know.
You're out.
Hatch it.
Hey, Delta. 5.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
34's
the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, Echo.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
61, matchbox lights. They go.
They'll try and throw for it here. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 34.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, check Mike 34.
Bravo.
I got it. 34's the mic. 34's the mic.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Hit it.
Now with first down carry, it's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
All you get on the head.
Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
X3. 218. Chop. Shoot.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, Zoo.
51.
Leo. Go, Jack, get it.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? You ready?
47 is the mic. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. Wait. 47 Mike. Mike 47. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mullins now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. A give to Kamara running right. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, D, let's go. 5.
Here's a second and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Blue draw quarter.
34's the mic. 34's the mic.
Let's go one more. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
64.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Single.
Shit, watch the shit. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, team 6.
Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
It's coming this way, here we go. Now.
He'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check. Fresno, 61, matchbox 2.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That good for 19 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Smooth.
Now back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year as they have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted.
Ready? Mark 25. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On second down, Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
He was brought down by Todd Davis.
Greystone, Travis.
Brings up third down.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Right here, right here. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
You 6'6". Pull it high.
You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And blue drop. Deep grip. Deep grip.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Kamara. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
152 fighter. Hey, Hayward.
2nd and 9 now. And Thomas has it. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 99.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Matchbox lights.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch twitch.
Kamara trying again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 50. Check 50.
Topper! Get it!
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Winston now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Winston. Got a man open. It's Wims. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Wait.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Keep bringing it.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Darren Lee there to get him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Winston to throw for it on 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, exit.
951. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Under 10. X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 25. Check 25.
Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rock it. Hey, Charlie. Cut. 5.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Shift.
Now Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
It's over. 70, Indy.